Like, why you leave? Why you being a coward? Why you couldn't face me? Why you had to sneak and do it? Why you had to wait until I go to...
I'm tired of... I've been dealing with this for too long. She gotta go. Now, before anybody got anything to say or trying to judge me for what I'm doing, I'm gonna tell y'all what's really going on. I can't do it no more. I done told this woman 7 times to leave my house. Get out, it's over. I don't want to be with her no more. I can't be with you. You don't want to do nothing for yourself. She don't want to better herself. She want to sit around and play the victim and act like I'm the problem. I'm not the problem. This all that stuff, she got to go. I asked her 7 times, get yourself together. I even tried to make it work. She living with me, I'm paying all the bills. She got her kids here. I didn't even accept her kids. I don't even got no kids.
Why do women take advantage of these men who accept the kids? You're bringing extra people into his life. And if he opens his arms and actually starts doing things, not only for you, but for them as well, you gotta help. These are your children, your responsibilities, not his.
I didn't even accept her kids and treat them kids like mine.
At this point, man, I don't see anything wrong with this. I do not see anything wrong with this, all right? You tried to make it work with her. You accepted her kids from another man, all right? You paying all the bills. You put a roof over the house. What is she doing to make you happy? It doesn't seem like this person is doing anything to make you happy, all right? After all, you gave her plenty enough warning. Now, it's unfortunate that kids are in the picture, man, but at the same time, this woman should have did more to realize that what she had was heaven sent. Was heaven sent, man. You're a good dude, man. You did a little bit more than I would have did, but you're a good dude.
So, y'all, I got a question. Why do women, some women, have more than one child out of wedlock?
Oh, please, give me a good answer for this.
I was married, and because of my advanced maternal age, my husband wanted me to have my child and not even get on birth control, just keep the party going so we can get two, maybe 3 if he had his way, in before I, couldn't have any more kids. Even as a married woman, when I found out truly what kind of man and father he was, I put a stop to that. I fought him off the best I could through those 6 weeks after giving birth and got my birth control and just made sure that I did not procreate with this man again. And that was within the confines of marriage because I feel like preserving self is paramount, especially for a woman, for all of us, but especially for a woman. If I knew I was going to leave this man one day, which at that point I had really decided that I was going to have to because it was that bad, why would I want any more than one child? So anyway, that's just the context of where my question is coming from. So if some women can make the decision to preserve themselves within the confines of marriage, why do women who are not married, why do we have more than one child out of wedlock when birth control is so readily available?
It's because they want to pretty much lock in a man. And what I mean by that is that, look, they're out here, they're having a relationship with a guy. Guy's not ready to commit. We don't know when men are ready to actually get married. A lot of men don't even have marriage on the radar, okay? So having a kid in your prime, you get all emotionally caught up, all right? You're not on any sort of protection, all right? You're letting them bust you up all kind of raw. And it happens, all right? It's a common thing, bro. It's what we call everyday life. But what goes into the decision to be okay with allowing this to happen, I just think is really based on emotions. Women get so inclined to their man and gravitate to their man so much with emotions that they just want to they want to say, "Ooh, I love you so much that I'll be willing to do this for you. I would be willing to have a baby for you." Let alone not even think about the repercussions or the consequences, because they think that just because having a baby with this guy is going to make him stay. No, that's not going to happen.
We have made it okay for men to give us the bare minimum. We have lowered our standards, and men are not creating this. They are responding to this. That's the part that women need to own. That is why the red pill community is successful. That's why it exists, because it is true. Women reject the construction worker who might have a little bit of a dad bod, right? He might have a little bit of a dad bod, but he's hardworking. He's fairly attractive. He's 5'11", so he doesn't have all the sixes. He's not 6 foot tall with a six pack and six figures, right? But he's fairly attractive, but she doesn't want him. Not because he's not a good candidate and not because he's not good enough, but because women are wired. We have a very nasty mindset, unfortunately. We are very critical. We are very judgmental. We are doing it because we want the other women around us to respect our fly based on the man that we're with. That's it.
Love the fact that she put the word responding. Of course. Men are tired. We're not laying dormant anymore. We're actually responding to these claims that women want hardworking men. Okay, well, there's a hardworking man right there in front of your face. There's a hardworking man collecting your trash twice a week. There's a hardworking man that's washing your car when you need it washed. There's a hardworking man cooking dinner at the restaurant you're dining in. But for some odd reason, you're so set on the 1 percentile that you cannot see what the good is in front of you. And that's the problem right now. And that's why men who are the majority, because let's just face it, a movement ain't nothing without a majority, right? We are a majority that's moving because we understand that, look, you're claiming to want all this, but guess what? We're claiming to want on this. We're tired of waiting around, being the person that you're telling us you want, and it's still not good enough for you. So you know what? We're gonna go our own way.
All right, so today I want to do a loyalty test with y'all.
Okay, we don't need to do that. We know we're not cheating. I mean, like, you ain't with nobody. I'm not with nobody else.
Who is Derek though? Messages right here about meeting
Again, it's just the client that I meet with.
Why did Derek be texting you at 3:42 last night?
That's in the morning though.
It is, but I have my phone on Do Not Disturb because I'm laying with you. So
You mind if we call Derek real
I
quick?
don't think he's available right now, so I don't think it'd be a good idea.
I'm saying, you mind if we call him though? Why you so nervous?
I'm not. I'm just saying, I don't think that, hey, this is my man. You know that. We're just playing around. He just wants to make sure that we're not, that we're not with each other, that you and I.
My girl.
Yes, I'm your girl.
Oh, you serious?
I'm dead serious. Now let's talk for real. No, let's get with this for real. The truth of the matter is that if I'm him, it's helping to make us further. It's helping to take us further. What you gonna do? You ain't gonna do. You gonna stay right with me because you know you want this just like he do, like everybody I meet. They want a piece of this. You know what? I can do whatever I want. You still gonna come right back.
No. You say you don't want you. You say you don't.
You don't want me? Did you forget?
Get out of my house.
Did you forget that we put that mortgage in my name that you financially responsible for? Did you forget about that? At the end of the day, I got the house. My name is on all the bank accounts. So you think that you can walk away that easily?
This interview went so sideways. How delusional can you get, man? Look, my God, man, my God. Look, obviously this relationship has gone far, far left now that the truth is out. All right, you don't need to put up with this, man. She's obviously made her decision. She's going around. She got caught, and she is literally gaslighting you to the utmost highest level, and then claims that you're gonna be okay with it. I don't know any sort of man in my circle or known in my entire life that would allow this to continue on. All right, do not fall victim to the gaslighting. Do not fall victim to this woman. Please, brother, move on. I'm not gonna lie, man. Dude, not only did you catch a girl cheating, you already messed up, man. You already messed up. But to get knocked out by a butt naked dude, that's a whole nother thing, bro. I'm telling you, that'd be I am not gonna lie. There's not a lot of things that I'm afraid of when it comes to different human beings. Of course you're gonna afraid, the natural. I'm saying this, work out your legs. Y'all probably saying, why is he talking about work out your legs, man? If you don't work out your legs and have strong legs, when someone punches you, man, your legs might fold. So at an early lesson, was work out your legs so if someone hits you, your knees don't buckle, your legs don't give out underneath you. You can hold your weight up. And hey, look, it stands true to this day. But besides the point, I would hate to get knocked out. Period. That's one of my fears. But on top of that, by a butt naked dude that just smashed my old lady. Goodness gracious.
It is really hard to be a man. Women can be really mean, and women have this fictitious idea of how a man should be and how much money he should have. And does he drive? Does he have his own car? 6 figures, how much is bougie, and it's not realistic, and you get what you get. It's also really hard for men to date and to put themselves out there.
Dude, at least she gets it. She gets it because she is really on our side. She said it's really hard for men like 3, 4, 5 times, man. It is really tough. It is really tough because look, just check this out. You got women that's putting themselves out there on social media, putting pictures out there, posting all these pictures, going to places, but you don't really see men doing that. Do you see men posting these pictures on social media, putting themselves out there? No, we're not that type of creature. All right, it's easier for women to do that. It's harder for men to do all that.
Work last night. Now, my kids was left here with my baby daddy. Now, I close on Wednesdays, and he keep my goddamn kids. This ain't nothing new. This is something he already know. So, thank God that my oldest daughter was here. So, when I got here last night, there's nowhere to be found, y'all. So, how about when I get home, this motherfucker packed up and got the up out of here. He done moved all his shit up out my motherfucker. So, I'm calling his phone. I'm blowing him up. Remind you, this is my closet where all his stuff is at. Where it normally be, ain't shit in the. He done packed the fuck out of here. He's a fuck lame for that. Like, I'm calling his phone and asking him, like, what's going on? What's the problem? I mean, what you upset for? You know what I'm saying? Why you leave? Like, why you leave? Why you being a coward? Why you couldn't face me? Why you had to sneak and do it? Why you had to wait until I go to work and then try to go do it? Garrett, stop. You know what I'm saying? So, crazy. All it boils down to, y'all know I just went on this trip. I just left and went on this mother trip, and he wasn't feeling the goddamn trip. Telling me I'm going with a whole bunch of people that he don't know, and all this and this and that, and how do that look? I'm in a whole lot of relationship, and I'm going out of town with people that I don't know. And you mean to tell me we've been together for 10 years? We've been together for 10 and a half goddamn years, going on 11 years. Got 6 kids with, like, really, what? Because I go on a trip, you gonna motherfuck your shit up and you gonna dip up out of here? Really? And leave me? I just moved in over here. Just leave me with this high-ass rent that I got to pay by my goddamn self? Like, that's crazy. That's some this shit crazy. This shit blowing my mother. But it's bothering me because I'm trying to figure out, like, why? Like, why? What? I mean, what's the problem? You that insecure? What possibly could I be doing when I go out of town? Niggas, the whole time I've been with you, he ain't never known me to goddamn cheat on him. I ain't never cheated on him. Never, you know, flirted or none of that shit with nobody. I ain't never did none. I never been that type of chick. If I'm with you, I'm with you. If I'm with you, I'm riding with you. Hands down. I ain't been nothing but great to this nigga, y'all. I ain't been nothing but good. Now I'm second guessing myself like, damn, this nigga was for real. Cause first, when we was having our conversation, I thought the nigga was goddamn bullshit. I thought he was playing. You know what I'm saying? He was telling me pretty much like, if you do this, I mean, you just telling me you going out of town. You didn't ask me. What? Like, why did I ask you could I go out of town? I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm 35 years old.
The problem is, you told him. You told him he's a grown man. Y'all supposed to be in this together, taking care of the kids. You told him that you were going out of town, leaving him with 9 kids to take care of. Look, at this point, you got 9 kids. There's not a lot you can do until they get older. You 35, you wanted a little break. Hey, I get that. Y'all need to talk that out. But you taking the time, taking the whole route of telling him what you're gonna do without asking like, yo, you cool with this? Yo, like, are you gonna be able to take care of the kids while I'm out? I want to go hang out. Maybe you can you can go on a trip and do all this. No, you just made your obvious choice to leave him, all the kids, go with all your girls, and obviously some other people that he did not know, which he did not approve of, and just went on your merry way. But you're gonna get mad that he's gone now. He made his decision to leave and do his own thing. You made your decision to leave. Now he just made his decision to leave. You get my point? How's it not fair? Here's the thing. You wanted to leave. Obviously, there's some other things going on. You don't just get up out of a 10-year marriage because you went on a trip. Obviously, you told him what you was gonna do. That was the tip of the iceberg. I'm pretty sure you always tell this man what you're gonna do and you don't ask him. And in the times that you do ask him, if he tells you he doesn't approve of some of the things that you're doing, you're probably doing it anyway. You're probably doing it anyway. There's not a lot you can do with 9 kids, I'm just saying, but there's a lot you can say. All right, you probably been saying these things and doing these little actions to drive him away. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to leave 6 kids, 9 kids, a 10-year relationship. This was just the pushing button to say, hey, guess what? This is the straw that broke the camel's back. You went on a whole trip and left me there with kids. Come on now. Tell me if he would have did that to you, would you been okay with it? No, don't sit here and tell me you wouldn't. I can tell you right now, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. He told you he disapproved. That should have been in the story.
It wasn't even dating. Well, yeah, you could say that. So I just couldn't make time for the first guy. And he was a good man. He's in the medical field, no kids, single. He was a good man, but our work schedules was so messed up. But then I met my baby daddy and we worked together. He was my work husband. He started off as my work husband. Then I kind of strayed away from the first guy and started really focusing on my baby daddy, thinking I found my Prince Charming. That was one goofball mistake. Fast forward to now, he's getting married and he's a good man. He's a good man, great provider, great, and then here's me being a single mother of 2, hurting for certain, hurting for mother certain, being this independent, I'm a survivor. You know what? Just put a red nose on me and call me King Ronald McDonald. King goofball of the motherfucking century.
That's why you really can't trust these. You really can't trust a lot of men that spend a lot of time at your girl at work. It's just tough, man. And it's not because she wants it to happen. It just happens so natural. You spend literally 40 hours or more, a little less maybe, around someone that understands everything about you, knows your likes, your dislikes. They come to you and explain and pretty much complain about what's going on in their personal life. So what that's going to do is allow the other person or trigger a reaction from the other person to try to make you feel better. So how many times has this person made you feel better? And since all these times this person is making you feel better, guess what? You grow a liking into that person, all right? And since your schedule is convenient because y'all work together, y'all can't do anything, but y'all have the times before and after, and y'all know the scheduling, y'all create these physical relationships where you can actually be more involved. But the good man who's actually putting in solid work to build a solid future, set the foundation. Look, you know what it's like. You know what it's like when you're building a multi-story building. You gotta have a strong frame. All that other stuff comes really quickly, but when you setting that foundation, there's a lot of work and planning and hard work. Stuff has to go into. A lot of people are involved. If this man is building his building, aka his future, with solid foundation, he's gonna be busy. All right, you're just gonna have to be patient and respect that and honor that and be there with him. But really, you just copped out for the easy way. That's just my opinion.